Hi there, Peter Rickman, President and Business Manager of MASH Your Union at Fiserv Forum here. We're launching a series of videos to educate members of our union about what's in our contract here as we prepare to negotiate a new one. We want to make sure that everybody understands what's in here. We are starting here today with a topic that might be the most important thing to any union member, no matter where they work: how much you get paid. First thing to know is that you can find your wage by looking in Appendix A of the union contract. Don't have a copy of your union contract? That's all right. Let us know. We'll get you a copy. Let a union rep or your union steward know, and we'll put one in your hands. You can even send us an email at arena@mashworkers.org, and we'll make sure you have a copy of your union contract. So turn to page 30 and page 31 of your union contract to take a look at Appendix A. And what you'll see is that wages are based upon your classification or your job and how many years of service or how long you've worked for the company. You'll notice here that there's 3 columns. One was the wage rate for 2023 to 2024, the next 2024 to 2025, and finally 2025 through 2026. And that's where we are right now, the final column here in Appendix A, with wage rates by classification and years of service. One thing you'll notice there is that wages have been guaranteed every year. There's not, oh, we'll pay some people this, we'll pay other people that. There's not some sense of, oh, I have to beg my boss for a raise. It's all right here in a legally binding union contract what your pay rate is going to be. And every year, wages have gone up. And that's true actually since the very first year of our union contract. Every year, people have gotten guaranteed raises based upon what is negotiated here. Maybe you're a guest service representative. Maybe you're a gate screener, event security, plaza security, anything else. You can find your job classification here on the left side of the appendix and then track that over to the far right side. The final column is what our wage rate is here. Now, no matter what your classification is, you'll see that there's a wage rate based upon years of service. That's actually something that's a big improvement from our first contract. In the original union contract, wages were set just based upon classification. Because of input and feedback and our bargaining process driven by members of the union, in this contract, we won something called steps and lanes. Lanes are what your job title is. Steps are increased pay based upon years of service. And so that's one of the things that we won in this contract is wage increases for each job classification for people based upon their years of service. So if you've worked for the company 1 year, or you've worked for the company 3 years, you've worked for the company 10 years or more, you can determine what your wage rate is by looking at the classification on the left, tracking it to this year's column, and then putting a finger on what the wage rate is for how many years of service that you have with your district. You'll see that wage increases happen on July 1st of every year for Deer District workers. That's the anniversary date of our contract. So as we prepare to go to the bargaining table to negotiate a new contract this year, we know that this issue is going to be top of everyone's mind. Now, the strength of our union comes from its members. So as we unite to build that strength to go to the table, let's keep our eyes on the prize of winning good wage increases for July 1st of 2026 and each year of our next union contract. Do you have a question about your wage rate or your raise? Do you have a question about anything in our union contract? Or do you have any topics you want to make sure that we cover as we roll out more of these contract education videos? Great, we want to hear from you because this is about you, fellow union members, learning about what's in your contract so we can prepare to go to the bargaining table this year to win the best union contract and the one that you and your colleagues who operate the finest venue in all of the nation deserve. So reach out to us at arena@mashworkers.org to let us know if you've got questions or there are topics you want us to cover. And stay tuned because we'll be preparing to launch our contract campaign here in the coming weeks. Thanks much, and we'll see you soon.